I've travelled 6 hours north to Glasgow. Why? Because over my shoulder is Glasgow Angling Centre and it's their open weekend. One of the busiest aisles in the whole store is the Hardy and Grays rod line. Now, here I'll find my good old friend, John Henderson. John, it's absolutely great to see you again.
Likewise.
Now, Hardy and Grays, what's new out there?
Yeah, well, we have a lot of new product this year, over Grays and Hardys, but one of the standout products is the XF2 Comp Special. It's going to come in 4 rod sizes. 9'6" for a 7 weight through to 10 foot through an 8 weight,
right,
covering 6, 7 and 8 through that range. It's been developed for competition anglers specifically. It's a very fast action rod, extremely light in the hand, so it's great for pulling lures, using die 7s and die 5s as you competition anglers do. But also the general stillwater angler will still use this rod because it's extremely responsive.
Yeah, I mean, it might be called a competition special, but as John just mentioned, it is for everybody.
Absolutely.
Anybody that fishes banks, boat fishing, it's an all-around rod, not just specifically for competition anglers.
This rod has superseded from what was called the Platinum XD Comp Special, which did build a great name for itself through the competition scene for being a very fast action rod, great for chucking long 40 plus lines and big lures and blobs and fabs and all of these other flies that you use. But it's got the signature XF2 reel seat, which goes right the way through the range, from the XF2 to Streamflex Plus, which have also been introduced.
Really neat thing I like about this is that you've got that locator on there, so you know where it is, you know where to put that the reel seat in straight away. So you're not fiddling about if you're in a boat and you're changing lines, changing reels and all that. It's made it easier for you.
Absolutely. We've also put rubberized cork on the top and bottom of the handle. That's just to add in durability. You've still got the comfort of the cork, but it's much more durable for where the hard wearing areas are. You've got the matte finish on the blank, just to stop any glare from the sunny days you might be trying to target those spooky fish.
Yeah. And he forgot to mention, right, he showed me on the handle, or above the handle there is a hook and fly size guide. It's not pin perfect, but it's as close as you can get. So when you're changing flies, if you're in a competition, if you're changing a fly, then you can just hold it up to the blank and there you go, you've got an instant gauge. So again, you're making it easy for everybody.
Absolutely.
So, and also I've just seen by the tag, a very competitively priced rod as well.
They're all priced at exactly the same price point at 219 RRP.
Well, that's the rod. That's the Grays rod. But behind me, we've gone from the competition special. We now go to, what can I say, the Rolls Royce?
Absolutely. This is probably the flagship product for the company. It's called the Hardy Zenith. It's been developed with a brand new technology called Syntrix, which is a new mix of material with a nanosphere particle that goes into the resin system that gives you phenomenal weight to strength ratio. The good thing is with this range of rods, it can extremely make the rod light. So you've got up to about 30% more lightness in the rod than an average carbon fiber rod, with 60% more strength. So it gives you that versatility for pulling fish in, for casting longer lines. But because of that weight in your hand, it becomes such a comfortable rod to use. We've had this rod out now for a few months, and the response to the anglers who have bought it has been absolutely phenomenal.
So lighter means you can fish for longer.
Absolutely.
Stronger.
Yes.
For
extremely
its weight.
strong.
Yeah.
These rods were tested on 200-pound sharks just to see the strength of the rod. And for a rod of a 9'6", 7 weight catching a 200-pound shark,
it shouldn't happen.
It should blow up. It shouldn't,
yeah.
but it did.
Yeah.
And it was a great detriment to the rod itself, showing how strong they actually are.
I mean, no fisherman in the UK would ever put it under that test, so it's virtually guaranteed, isn't it?
Yeah, and the other rod in the range with the Syntrix material is called the Pro Axis. That also has exactly the same technology built into the rod, but that's specifically designed for saltwater fly fishing.
Right, okay.
So this one is specifically for freshwater.
So you've got 2 ranges in them?
Yes.
And they go from length?
From a 8 foot for a 4 weight right through to a 10 foot for an 8 weight, with various different skews in between.
Okay, right. Well, that's the Rolls Royce of rods. What about your reels this year?
Yeah.
Because I've heard on the grapevine there's a big buzz going around these new super duper sexy looking reels. Let's have a look at them.
Well, we've got the new Ultralight CC.
Right.
CC stands for Click Check. The reel itself has been made from a bar stock 6061 aluminium, the highest grade aluminium you can use. It's extremely light.
Yeah.
The design itself has been done by Charlie Norris down in Alnwick. Designed the reel with weight in mind. Narrow arbor reel, but with a bigger diameter for the reel size.
Got ya.
There'll be 4 reels in the range of the CC, a 1000, a 2000, a 3000 and a 4000. They're triple line rated reels, so your 1000 would start from a size 1 line through to a 3.
Got ya.
And then 2, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so on. So the four reels in the range with a click check mechanism will start from 169 and go to 199, so competitively priced as well.
Really, really light.
Yeah, absolutely. The fact that it's a click check mechanism, it has been designed for river use with smaller lines from 1 through to a 5 weight line. It has a captive spool release, which is quite unique, so you can just quickly change. That doesn't pop off, it's captive.
Which is great, especially if you're on the riverbank and our cold hands.
Yeah.
Drop that in the grass and then it's gone. That's the end of it. Then you have to phone you up, oh, I want a new part.
I need a new one. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So that is your click check version.
Right.
That then extends.
I'll put that one in my pocket for safekeeping. So this is the one.
This now extends to the Ultralight DD. This is probably one of the sexiest reels we've produced in a while. Again, bar stock 6061 aluminium, extremely light. And again, it's went with a narrow arbor reel, but with a diameter to try and get that line capacity. There are 7 reels in this range.
Right.
From a 4000 where the CC leaves off through to a 10,000 for the biggest salmon lines you can get. Again, it's a captive spool release, but this time underneath you have a multi-layer disc drag system.
Right,
this gives you now a fantastic braking system for the bigger fish that you may get into. The clutch itself is a one-way bearing which you can change very, very simply just by unscrewing this part here. The bearing underneath.
If you buy one of these, don't do this at home. Get the shop to do it for you. They know what they're doing.
The bearing underneath just pops out, you turn it round, and then this just screws back over the top, and then that's you changed from left to right hand blind.
And you'd only do that once anyway.
Yep, you'll only ever do that once. But it's nice to have a simple mechanism that there's no tools required or anything like that.
And I bet the shops love you for it.
They do. They love that. But to have a reel as gorgeous and as light as this, that covers a price point where it starts at 229 and goes through to 299 for the biggest salmon reel. It's a phenomenal reel, has started selling fantastically well, and I'm sure it'll just get better as time goes on.
Well, John, you hold that for a minute. I think I'll hold this one, because I tell you what, that, as he said, is one of the sexiest reels I've seen in a long, long time. John, thank you very much for taking time to talk to us, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.